All right, happy Thursday, the end of April, and it's officially spring. I hope you guys are enjoying having more sunlight. I am loving it. It's bringing the warmer weather. So for tonight's class, we are going to do a balletone bar mashup. We're going to start with balletone for our warm-up, and then we'll progress into our bar moves. Some useful items for tonight include some weights, like a light set of weights, maybe a small ball or pillow if you've got one, and a clear space on the wall or a sturdy chair or desk, and a mat if your floor's a little hard. I'll press play and we'll get started. Hopefully that's not too loud. All right, toes face forward. I'm going to turn sideways for now so you can see my feet. We lift the blue and then the pink. Blue and pink. Blue and pink. Blue and pink. Speed it up. Blue and pink. We lift and lift. Might hear some creaking, that's okay. As long as you're not feeling any discomfort, bring the arms out to the sides. Let's bring them forward and back. So you can round here as much as you would like. We're still warming up. Arms out to the sides, overhead and down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands at the hips. We bend, 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 and bend. Just a bend here. Knees are going forward. We're 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to try something a little different. Jazz square. Front, front, back, and back. Front, front, back, and back. Front, and back. Front, and back. Let's speed it up. It's front and back, front and back, front and back, front and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. Pink. Front and back, front and back, front and back, front and back. Let's speed it up. Front and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet are wide, down and up. We're going to put it together. Blue foot. Front and back, 2 squats. Squat. This time pink foot first. Front and back, 2 squats. Blue foot. 2 squats. Pink foot. 2 squats. Step out with the blue and then the pink. So we're going wide, narrow. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet together, bend, bend, Doing awesome. Feel free to grab water if you need it. I totally left mine outside. That's okay. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna bend, open the first, bend, and first, bend, and first, bend, and first. Speed it up. It's bend and first. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Bend, 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 and bend. For 4, 3, we're gonna lift the heels in 2. Lift those heels. It's rise, and rise, rise, and rise. For 4, 3, 2, back to our bend. Let's do 4 here. Rise. For 4. Back to bend for 4. And rise for 4. Bend for 2. And rise for 2. Bend for 2. And rise for 2. Bend for 2. And rise. Bend. And rise. We're going to go to singles. It's bend. And rise. Bend. And rise. Bend. And rise. Bend. And rise. For 4, 3, 2. Last one. Let's hold here. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet wide. Toes are turned out. It's down for 2 and up for 2. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Tempo. It's down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, halfway lift. 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 For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Pulses. Up and down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We bend and rise. Bend and rise. Bend and rise. Bend and rise. Lift the heels if you'd like. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. Bend and lift. One more. Bend and lift. Shift to the blue, then the pink. Arms can come out if you'd like. And reach, reach, reach. Stay to the blue. Bend, bend. bend, and tap. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend and bend. Catch your breath. Side to side, pink, then blue. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay to the pink side. Doing awesome. Add the tap if you'd like. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's bend and bend. Arms come out. Rise with the arms overhead. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go to goddess. Extend. Goddess. Extend. Goddess. Extend. Goddess. Extend. Turn the feet forward. We hinge. And rise. Hinge. And rise. So really sit back with those hips and rise. We're coming to flat back here. Let's put it together. Goddess. And rise. Hinge. And rise. Goddess. And rise. Hinge. And rise. Lift the blue and pink. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just bend and bend. Walk your heels together. Bend and bend. So feel free to grab some water here. Catch your breath. All right, when you're ready, we've got 8 more here. Here we go. Four more here. Last 2 and 1. Shake it out. Do some kicks here towards the glutes. All right, you can either sit down or find a comfortable standing position. We're gonna do this first part without weights. Arms circle. I'm going forward right now, but it doesn't matter which way you go because we're gonna go both directions. Core is engaged. Nice soft bend in the knees if you're standing. Reverse. Point the fingers down. And flex. Point the fingers down. And flex. Weave point and flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back, back, back. Woo, shoulders are burning. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulses. Back, 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 back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms circle. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other way. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll that out. Make sure you're breathing. Roll forward. Give yourself a hug. All right, grab your mat if you need one. Move mine away from the wall. We're gonna step at the back of our mat here. Feet are about hip-width distance apart. We're gonna roll down and roll up. Roll down and up. Roll down and up. Roll down and up. Down and up. This time we're going to roll down and walk out either to tabletop or a plank. You have a bend in the knees here. So you can come to tabletop first if you'd like. And then to plank, whatever feels best for you. We're going to do hover. So if you extend it out to plank, bring your knees back in. Curl those toes under. Lift and hold. Hold for 4, 3, 2. Lower down. Take a moment to breathe. You'll always have the option to just lift one knee here as well. All right, we're going to do that again. So, make sure you're in line here. Your wrists are in line with the elbows, which are in line with the shoulders. Curl those toes under and lift and hold. Doing awesome. Engage that core. Bring that belly button in towards the spine. Keep breathing. And lower down. Sit back if you'd like to. Roll out those wrists. Woo. I know that was rough. We're going to do one more time. All right, find your tabletop again. Curl those toes under. Lift and hold. You can press the knees out, 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 and out. Sit back if you'd like, roll out that wrist. All right, we're gonna carefully come up, hold on to your wall or your table or whatever if you need to help you comfortably and safely get up. All right, grab a light to medium set of weights, depending on what your body's feeling like doing tonight and what you've already done this week. Grab water if you need it. This was what I was using for a weight, but it's gonna be water since I left mine outside. All right. So, I'm gonna turn sideways here, just so you can see my legs. We're gonna start with a lunge. Weights are in both hands. They can just be down at the sides or heart center for now. Go as comfortable, as low as is comfortable for you in this lunge. If you feel like you need a little bit of help balance-wise, place a hand on the wall or a chair, and you can just do one arm at a time. Totally fine, because we're gonna have to do the other side forward anyway, so that means you'll get a chance to do the arms. So, if you need extra help with the balance, hang on to the wall or chair, it's totally fine. All right, so weight is in the pink heel. The pink leg is going to be the one doing all of the work. This one will still bend, but the pink leg's doing the work. All right, we'll wait for the beat. Here we go. It's down for 2 and up for 2. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Tempo down and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, halfway lift. For 4, 3, 2, hold here, and it's up and down. For 4, 3, 2, and rise. We're gonna curl and up, 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 curl and up. Step forward. It's up for 2 and down. You can still do one arm. Just up and down. Light grip on the weights. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press out and in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to turn. This time, blue foot's in the front, pink foot is in the back. If you only have the single weight, switch hands. And it'll be the blue arm that's holding on to your chair or your wall or whatever you need to hold on to. Remember, weights can be here or here. Blue leg's doing the work. It's down and up, down and up, down, and up, down, and up. Tempo. We have 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Down, halfway lift. Down, halfway lift. Down, halfway lift. For 4, 3, 2. Hold here. Pulses up and down. Woo. Legs are shaking. And rise. It's curl. And up. 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 Curl. Step forward. And it's up for 2 and down for 2. Up and down. 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 Up. Halfway down. Press out and in. Out and in. Out and in. Out and in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. Grab water if you need it. All right, so for this next section, grab a small ball or a pillow. You can even do a light weight. We're going to put it behind the knee here. So, small ball. I'm going to face front here, but you can hold on to your chair or your wall, whatever you need to hold on to. I'm just going to face this way so you can see. Actually, I'll face Caddy. There we go. Behind the blue. Here we go. Soft bend in the pink leg. Flex, squeeze, 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 and squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press back and in, back and in, back and in, back and in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press it back, 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 and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift and lower, 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 lift and lower. For 4, 3, 2, hold the lift, press back, 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 and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Release that, let the ball roll away for a moment. Stretch out that leg. Whew. We got 2 sides. So let's do the other leg. This time we're going to put it behind the pink. Flex that foot, and we squeeze, 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 and squeeze. For 4, 3, 3, 2, and 1. Press back and in, back and in. Keep your core engaged so that all that's moving is your leg and you feel that glute engaging. Woo! Press back, 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 and back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift and lower, 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 lift and lower for 4, 3, 2, hold the lift and press it back, 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 and back for 4, 3, 2, woo, and 1. All right, let that ball roll away for a moment. Let's stretch out this other side. If it's better for you, you can sit down and stretch. Stretch out those side glutes here. Other side. You can also sit down for this one. Whew. All right, grab your ball again. If you don't have a ball, you can always, if you have one, grab a yoga block or use your small pillow. We're going to take the ball and place it mid-thigh here. You can hold on to your wall if you'd like to. We just have enough pressure to keep the ball here. So don't feel like you have to completely squeeze in. It's just enough to keep the ball here. We're gonna lift and lower, lift, lift, and lift. Same thing if you have a pillow or the yoga block. You can always do without. Lift and lift. Lift and lift. 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 And lift. Halfway down. Lift halfway down. Lift halfway down. Lift halfway down. Woo. Pulses. Woo. Really engage that core. Shoulders are backing down away from the ears. I know the legs burn. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's down and up, 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 down and up. Squeeze the ball or your pillow or your block. Really light squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sink down and hold. Woo. Lift the blue heel, then the pink. Blue and pink. Blue and pink. Blue and pink. Pulse it up and down. All right, it's down, halfway lift, down, halfway lift, down, halfway lift, down, halfway lift. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down. Woo. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. We're going to stagger our feet. Blue foot is back. Pink foot is forward. Down and up. Small movement here. Keep breathing. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift those heels. Bend. 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 And bend. For 4, 3. If it's too much with the ball or the pillow or the yoga block, you can remove it. It's down. Halfway lift. Down. Halfway lift. Down. Halfway lift. Might feel some shaking here. Woo. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pulses up and down. Woo. For 4, 3, 2. Lower the heels. Pink foot is back. We bend. 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 And bend. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, let that go. Grab water if you need it. Woo. Take a moment, stretch out. All right, we'll give our legs a break. Grab a light to medium set of weights. We'll work our triceps for a moment. Let's see, I'll face this way, out of the sun. There we go. I'll be cattywampus so you can see me. All right, bend in the knees. We're gonna hinge forward, but we're not coming flat here. Just a slight hinge. Blue arm goes back and in. Just the blue arm, back and in. For 4, 2, and 1. Other side, back and in. Two more here. Last one here. Hold. Core is engaged. We're going to come down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Straight arms here. Down and up. Down and up. Both arms. Pull in. Press out. In. Out. So I'm pulling in towards my rib cage here. For 4, 3, 2. Hold here. Blue arm goes back. Just the blue arm. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pink arm. Back and back. Back and back. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press. Pull in. Press and in. back, and back. For 4, 3, 2, hold here. Blue arm goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pink arm, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms, small bend reach, bend reach, bend reach. Really squeeze that tricep. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms lift, 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 and lift. For 4, 3, 2, hold here, pulse it in, and release. Woo, set those down. Take a moment and roll out your shoulders. And forward. And come up. If that's not great for you, you can always be here. If your shoulder's like, no, we don't want to do that, here is totally fine. Other side. All right, so you're going to want to grab a chair, or you're going to come down to the floor with me, grab your small ball, or you can lean against the wall. Remember, if you're using the ball, make your bunny tail. We'll sit this way. All right, so we're going to make our bunny tail, sit back. Feet are going to be flat. Oop, there we go. We're going to hinge back and up. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Excuse me. We open and close. You can rest against the wall or your chair or the wall here. Might feel some shaking in your core. Earthquake. Pulse. Pulse. Woo! For 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's up and back. Remember, you can always hold here if you need that little extra. It's up and back. Woo. Pulse. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. If you need extra spice, you can always remove the ball. All right, arms come up and down. Up, might feel some shaking, and down. I'm shaking too. Up and down. Up. You can always hold on if you need to. You can do one arm at a time. Just like this. Or both arms. Hold here. Pulse. release the ball. Take a moment to breathe. All right, we're gonna come down and do regular crunches. So come flat. If that's not great for you, you can keep the ball or stay in your chair. Otherwise, we're here. And it's up, 2, 3, 4, and down. So notice I'm not coming very high. Up. And down. Up. And down. It's up and down. Up. Down. Exhale on the up. Exhale. 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 We're 4, 3, 2, and 1. Add arms if you'd like. We cross. Cross. And cross. 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 And cross. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's up and down. Exhale. Exhale. Try to keep the chin away from the chest. And pulse, pulse, pulse. Keep breathing. It's up and down, up, down, up, down, up, and down. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's up for 2 and down for 2. Up and down. 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 One more. Up and down. Blue foot and down. Just the blue. Up and down. If you need a little more spice, hold your crunch. And down. Up and down. Pink foot. Up and down. 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 Woo, lower down. And roll over. And take a cobra stretch here if you'd like. You can do baby cobra or full cobra here. You can press through tabletop here if you'd like. And you can take a down dog, a child's pose here or down dog. Alright, you can sit in a chair or on the floor. I'll move out of the sun. We're going to bring our feet together in a cobbler's pose. You can bring your legs out as far as you need them, so if you prefer, you can bring them out a little farther. hinge back a little and just let gravity help pull your legs down. Or you can be all the way in, give your legs a little bit of assistance here by pressing on your inner thighs here with your elbows. Whatever feels best for you in this moment. All right, if you're in your chair or on the floor, extend the legs out, flex the feet, and then point and flex. Oh, can't see my feet. I'll scoot back. You can sit against your wall too if you'd like. All right, find a comfortable seated position, either in your chair or on the floor. Again, if you want, you can sit leaning against the wall. We're just going to reach to one side here. You can sit cross-legged, legs out straight. You can sit in hero and do mermaid. Let's go to the other side. Let's go back to the other side. And one more. All right, if you're seated in your chair, cross at the ankle. If you're seated against the wall, you can also cross at the ankle or cross all the way here. You have the option of staying here, or you can take a twist. If you need to move away from your wall, go ahead and do that. If you're seated in your chair, you can still take a twist here, just like this. And then twist the other way. Uncross the legs. Again, if you're seated in your chair, cross maybe here at the ankle. Your legs are out in front of you in your chair. Otherwise, if you're on the floor, you can cross where it's comfortable for you. You can take a twist here if you'd like. You need to, like I said, scoot away from the wall so you can have more room for this hand. And twist the other way. Come back to the center. Let's take some head rolls here. All right, let your head fall to the pink side. You can flex your hands here. You can even bring that same arm up. Don't pull, but just let it hang there for some extra weight for your stretch. Bring that arm down. Go the other way. Same thing this side. Just let the arm hang there. Release that. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then forward. Inhale the arms up. Exhale them down through cactus. Inhale them up. And exhale down. And you guys are free. Great job tonight. So I totally forgot how bright it gets, so I will fix our lovely sunspots for next week. And I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.